Today I'm gonna show you how to make Paska. Paska is Ukrainian traditional Easter bread. This recipe is pretty simple. You can easily do this at home. It's soft and sweet brioche type of bread with some fruits and nuts inside, and we're usually eating this for breakfast on Easter. It's the most authentic Ukrainian Paska because I am Ukrainian. I was born and raised in Kyiv, and this is a recipe that my mom, my grandma, and my grandma was using before. We'll start with making a preferment. Add 280 grams of warm milk. I'll need 14 grams of dry instant yeast. I'll add 50 grams of sugar. And next I'll add 200 grams of white sonora flour. And we'll mix it all together. And now I'll set it aside for an hour to let it rise. So to my Paska today, I'll add some dry fruits. It's dry cherries, cranberries, and currants. But the best part is that you can play with this recipe and add whatever you want. For this recipe, I'll use 100 of each. Let's soak them in some orange juice. I'm using 200 grams of orange juice. Now I will add 9 whole eggs to this bowl and 2 egg yolks. We will save these egg whites for later. I'll whip it together on a low speed. Now I'm adding melted butter. It's 200 grams. I'm adding also 200 grams of sugar and 3 grams of salt. Also, I'm adding about a tablespoon of vanilla paste, but you also can use a vanilla extract. And I will increase my speed a little bit just to mix it together. And now I will switch my whisk attachment to the hook. This is our preferment. As you can see, it grows about twice. Now I will add this to our butter and egg mixture. I will mix it together a little bit and then I'll add the flour. Here I mix 2 types of flour. First one is white sonora, that is more like AP flour, and it's 400 grams. And then red rose, that is more like bread flour, 300 grams. So it's 700 in total. Add this to the mixture. I'm waiting until it will all combine together, and I'm looking for the right texture. I'll show you. So this is what we got. So as you can see, the dough is still pretty sticky, but that's okay. It's how it's supposed to be. So now I want to leave it in the warm place for another hour and wait until it will double in size. I will use this paper molds to bake my Paska, and you can buy them on Amazon. They're like a lot of different sizes, but also I'll show you how to make your own. First, we will measure the parchment paper. To make a bottom, I'll use a couple of layers of the parchment paper. So I have 3, I'll double it, that will be 6. This will be my bottom of my pan. For my sides, I'll use this much. And now I'll just staple it together. So now we have our sides, and then I'll add the bottom. I'll make a little cut so it will be easier to staple. I want to staple each of those. The shape is a little off, but it's still better than nothing. So my berries soaked in orange juice, and I'll add them to the dough. So now I'll set it aside again until it doubles in size. Ta-da! I'm using 600 grams of dough per 1 pan. So I don't want to use the extra flour. Now you can set them aside for about 15 minutes to rise, and we want to see them to feel the form or maybe be a little ahead. With this recipe, you will have about 4 Paskas this size, so you can share with your family and friends. Preheat your oven for 250 Fahrenheit. To start, bake them for 15 minutes at 250. After 15 minutes, increase your temperature up to 320 Fahrenheit and bake another 30 minutes. Now I wait until they will cool down a little, just to frost them. You can use any type of icing, frosting, or I made a meringue. I like how soft it is inside, and I really want to try it, and I think it will taste amazing. It's really good. It's really soft and super fluffy, you see. Паска для мене – це дуже унікальний виріб, тому що це дуже традиційно, дуже по-сімейному і дуже смачно. На Великдень ми зазвичай випікали такі і разом з мамою, і мама випікала їх за день до або за два до. Тому кожного ранку, великоднього ранку, ми збиралися за столом, було багато крашених яєчок і якийсь сир, масло, салат, ну тобто звичайний сніданок, але центром цього великоднього сніданку була Паска, власне наш традиційний український святковий хліб. Він може бути з будь-якими начинками. Моя мама зазвичай використовувала кольорові цукати або сухофрукти. Але, звичайно, я і мої сестри завжди боролися за білу глазурь, яка на верхівці. Хто відколупає її перший. І, звичайно, потім ми всі разом смакували цей солодкий хліб.